Okay, here we back are with the second sink, or faucet. We bought this exact same one, and it worked for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it just stopped. So we took it back, got this new one, and then this time I'll record it, install and everything, so you can see what it looks like, especially if you get this exact same one at Menards. So anyway, it comes with this, instructions and everything, tells you the different tools you're going to need for the job. Here we go. So there's that. Sprayer head separate. This model comes with a base plate, but we're not going to be using it. So there's the finished base plate that you can use, but we're not going to. It's going in a small sink. So if you've been following us, this is our basement renovation, so we don't have a whole lot of room, so we're not going to use that base plate, and that's why we got such a small sink. But here's all the pieces. There's the weight for your sprayer. So first step I'm going to do is remove the plastic cover, safety cover, remove the washer that was in it. Hold on here. So there was this cover was on top of it, protecting the outside, and then this little guy was on the inside protecting the threads. So sprayer heads goes on it. And you just twist that tight. There's plastic threads, so you don't even need a tool for that. And here on the bottom, you get your 3 different hoses. Your cold water, it's labeled, hot water, and then this goes to your actual spray head. It's a quick connect, so you just pinch this lever, and then this just slides in and locks. So we'll do that after we get it through the hole. Alright, oops, wrong way. There we go. So we're just going to feed everything through that hole. Oh, first we're going to remove the ring all the way off. ring has a really cool locking system. It doesn't require you to have a heck of a lot of room, and you can get it really tight because you don't need a channel locks or anything like that. Okay, so take this all the way off. And then this one ring comes off with a rubber gasket. These two pieces will go on the bottom after it's through the faucet or the sink. There we go. And there's that piece. Take this piece off. There's that. Metal on one side, rubber on the other. Alright. And then because the pieces are brass, you can bend them later after you get it down through the sink. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, so now we got this sticking through the bottom, and we're going to slide the washer with the gasket on first. The gasket's going to be facing up to get a good seal so the sink can't turn. Then the locking ring. So I'll show you why I say that this is a really cool idea. Alright. So here on this locking ring, you twist it so that the screws are flush. And then what you do is, once the washer with the rubber O-ring is all the way up, this will screw on that really long pipe again. And then when it's in place, as tight as you can get it, turning this, then you screw these, all three screws, and it'll pinch. See, it's making that gap, it'll pinch that tighter. So really all you need is a screwdriver instead of having big channel locks in really tight spots. So that's a really cool thing. So I don't think I'll be able to record getting it in, or putting it on, I should say. Okay, so gonna be a bit of a contortionist here. Gonna slide the washer on first. And the locking ring. There we go. Okay, just starting to make contact. So now we have to, because there's no markings, on the top of this faucet to tell you where the neutral position is, because oops. There we go. As you can see on this faucet, it's hot and cold, but it doesn't tell you where the neutral position is. So what I did last time, and it worked well, is I kind of made it equal how far this can turn left to right, and that kind of neutraled it out. So that needs to go more that way, to the left. No, more to the left. So there we go. Looks equal. So this is this should be equal. Maybe a little bit backwards. That should be about centered. So now we go back underneath here and tighten up those 3 screws. I don't think you have to go too super tight either. So I'm just going till it stops, and then maybe 1 or 2 turns after that on all 3. Alright. Now for the pipes and hoses and all that. You gotta make sure you don't forget your weighted ball has to go on this cut brass line, or this braided line, and then here's the quick connect I was telling you about. Just push the button in, push that all the way in, and then test it, make sure it's tight, and that's it. Now that one's done. So now, and then in no specific order, we go cold water first, and bend it out of the way so I can get to it easier. Hot water, bend that one out of the way. There you go. Now that's it for that. Now I just got to connect them to the water supply. So connecting it to the water supply, we go with our hot water first because it's farther away. Bend it up, snake it. Put it on there. Bend this one up. Snake it. And then snug it down a little bit with a crescent wrench. If you want to be technical, an adjustable wrench. These fittings have rubber O-rings in them, so you don't have to put them on too tight, and they seal. All right. So now we turn the water supply on and see what happens. Cold first, then hot. Okay. So this isn't hooked into the drain system yet, so I'm just gonna have it drain into that bucket. But let's try and see what happens. Unlock that. Here we go. First try. Cold water first. Looks good. Draining like it should. Okay. And try hot water.
Water?
got a button here. Flip it. There we go. Hot and cold. And then hot water.
Yeah, then hot water. Then hot water.
Retracts. And that weight down there
Water.
is when you pull the head out, it weights it down.
Weight it down. The water. The water.
So, there we go. That's the end video for installing a new faucet. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you have anything you would like us to do or show you, we'll see if we can get it done. Thanks again.